Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I hope you're all doing well. As you can tell from the title, today I'm going to be showing you through my wardrobes and makeup collection. So basically my dressing room. I feel like there were so many requests for this when I initially filmed like the process of building my wardrobes and like designing the room and everything else. So now I've kind of got it to a place where I'm really happy with like the organization and just like the presentation, I guess, of it too. So I thought I would show you how I've done everything and how I've organized my makeup as well. Before we get into it, I wanted to quickly show you some of the pieces that I've recently picked out from ARIGHI BIANCHI. They're actually very kindly sponsoring this part of the video, and I'm really excited to be working with them because I feel like everything I picked up I'm literally in love with. You guys know, like, I've just loved this whole process of like decorating my house and picking things out and just making it as homey as I possibly can, and I'm really excited to still be kind of like sharing that with you and I don't know, just bringing you along on the process. Obviously there's still a few rooms, there's still my garden to do, which I want to like document and like vlog. Yeah, I still want to be sharing kind of what I'm picking out for the house, and the stuff that I've got from ARIGHI BIANCHI I'm literally in love with, like so obsessed with. They're actually currently having 30% off in store and online until Sunday as well. So when this video goes up, you'll have a few days left to make use of it. They've very kindly given me an extra discount code as well. So you can use the code HAN5 to get you an extra 5% off, and they're also doing free shipping when you spend £30 or more on accessories. Let me start with the star of the show, which is this plant pot right here. I mean, if you watched Tuesday's vlog, then you will have already seen me talk about this a little bit. I feel like this is like my prized possession in the living room now. Like, this is literally my favorite thing in here. Like, I love it so much. So as you can see, it is a plant pot that's kind of like a standing plant pot. So it has this black frame and then the gold like metallic plant pot that sits inside. Obviously had to get like a gorgeous plant to go in it. I picked out this little prayer plant which me and my mom have been desperately trying to look after and keep alive. But the price, like, it's so beautiful. Like, I've seen this kind of style of plant pot on places like made.com or just like other retailers for a lot more money. Obviously it's where you get the discount at the minute as well, which is really cool. So yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite things. Sorry, I feel like I keep like picking it up to show it off, but literally one of my favorite things in the house now. I also picked up this vase here. I've currently got some really beautiful red roses in here, which were from my boyfriend for Valentine's Day. So that is currently what is in here. I saw this on the website and I just thought it was so just like cute and dainty. Obviously it's only a small vase. It's kind of like translucent glass, like it's not fully clear, and then obviously it's got this gold rim going all the way around. I feel like I've gone for a lot of gold and black, I guess, throughout the living space, like downstairs. Just like really subtle hints of like gold. I feel like it just blends in with everything else really well, and because it's all very like neutral and like, I don't know, like farmhouse chic vibe, I just like little pops of gold and things like that. So yeah, I really love this vase. So cute. Again, a really great price. You could also use that vase as like a makeup brush holder if you wanted to. I feel like it's a really great size for that. Yeah, it could have so many different purposes, so really love that. Next, I'm so excited about this. I've actually been keeping it in the ribbon to get it out because I wanted to keep it nice, like to show you guys in this video. But I picked up this grey like plush fluffy blanket, and I'm honestly obsessed with it. Like, as you can probably tell, I mean, you might not be able to see, you can kind of see a little bit, I have quite the number of blankets in my living room now, and also just like on my bed, like throughout the house, that kind of thing. The material of this one feels unbelievable. Like, it's so soft. I got it in this like grey colour because I think I'm gonna put it in my guest bedroom. I just feel like it'll look really nice in there because there's a little bit more of like a grey theme with the bed and stuff. I just want to live in it. Like, I'm sorry, but I literally, like, can you see the inner lining as well? It's so like soft and fleecy. It's like proper I don't know, just like brushed fleece, I want to say. But yeah, I just love this. I love it so much. And then last but not least, probably, again, well, I've said this for like everything, but one of my favorite things that I've not actually put up yet, so I'm just gonna have to like show you, and you're gonna have to maybe try and see the vision. But I wanted a clock for the kitchen because obviously I've got nothing on the walls here at the minute, and I wanted like a feature clock. Like I just really love the idea of that, like something that's really kind of like stand out on the wall, because obviously everything else in here is very, very plain and very neutral. So this is the clock that I've picked up. As I said, you're gonna have to kind of imagine the vision with this a little bit. I've rested it on the radiator for now, but it's gonna go kind of like flush with the door and obviously be central. With the gold and stuff, again, I just thought it would look really, really lovely in here. I do want to paint in here at some point as well and make the walls a little bit darker. That is everything that I've got currently from ARIGHI BIANCHI. As I said, definitely make use of the discount code of my codes to get 35% off total. I'm going to leave all of the links down below, and a big thank you to them for wanting to work with me, because honestly, like, I love the pieces so much, and just like homeware and like home accessories at the minute is like my favorite thing in the world to shop for. So definitely check them out. And yeah, I'm gonna head upstairs and show you guys the wardrobe room. Okay, so this is what you see when you walk into this room, just to give you like a little bit of an overview. Obviously a lot of you will have seen this in vlogs, like in the backgrounds and stuff, but this is kind of like an overview, hello, of the room. I don't really know where to start. Obviously, you will have seen me build and design all of these wardrobes on IKEA, so I'll link that video down below if you've not watched it already. The lighting as well in all of the wardrobes is also IKEA. Me and my dad fitted all of this. I've been kind of tempted to add one in here, as in like a light at the top, just because obviously part of this door is glass. I'm gonna put this camera on a tripod and talk you through everything a little bit more thoroughly. I do just want to say before I get into this video, obviously I don't want this to come across like I'm trying to show off or I'm trying to, I don't know, like brag about anything I have. I realize that some of the items that I have in my wardrobe are more on the luxury side, more like expensive. Obviously the fact that I even have this house and I have a whole like wardrobe and dressing room is the most amazing thing in the world. Like, I'm so grateful and so lucky that I've been able to do that. Yeah, hopefully no one takes it that way. I know a few people have wanted to see like how I've done this space and how I've organized stuff, so hopefully you all enjoy it and you all like it. If you want to give any feedback on things that you change around as well, then definitely let me know. None of this would be possible without you guys, is what I'm trying to say, and I'm very, very grateful, very lucky to have you supporting me and yeah, on this journey with me. So I'm gonna get started. So obviously on the left we have this set of wardrobes here. I'm not gonna talk too much about this mirrored one, just because there's actually not really anything in here at the minute. This is, it's long hanging space, so yeah, currently at the minute that is what it looks like. So I've not got anything hung up. I do have some trainers down here that I've just put away. Also, that is glass cleaner, just to clean the mirrors and stuff, but I've not got any clothes or anything like that in here at the minute, just because I don't actually have anything to put in it. I've actually downsized my wardrobe quite a lot. Over here we have a split of shelves and then also these drawers. So as you can see on this shelf, I've got all of my current perfumes, which I spoke about again a little bit more in my last vlog in terms of like my favorite fragrances and stuff like that. I've got all of my Maison Francis Kurkdjian fragrances at the front here, which are expensive perfumes, I'm not gonna lie. They've kind of become like a little bit of a collection for me, just because they are quite pricey. But this one at the minute is my current fave. This is the Gentle Fluidity in the gold version. This shelf is a little bit more of a random assortment. We have some extra handbags here. This is like the rest of my handbags that aren't on the other shelves behind me. And then I've also just got my micellar water up here because I use this basically every day, so it just lives on this shelf. This little star at the back was actually a gift from my nana and grandpa a few years ago, so I've just popped that there for now, but I'm going to find probably a better home for it at some point. And then we've got some little candles. These were actually a gift from Miss Pap. I believe they're rose quartz, yeah, which I need to like get out and put somewhere, but for now they are there. And then the very top shelf isn't as much of like a fun, exciting shelf, but this is my camera equipment. So I keep like my camera up here, my microphone, some spare lenses at the back as well. Obviously this is like the top shelf, so you don't really see it as much. So I've popped that stuff there for now. All of these drawers are then basically makeup, hair, beauty products. And they tend to be things that I don't reach for as much compared to what's in my desk. So this is the first drawer. drawer, which is all basically my like extended makeup collection. I feel like my makeup collection used to be a lot bigger. It's not as much anymore, just because I don't like to have like too many products, just because I feel like I don't make use out of them, and I don't want things to kind of like sit in my makeup collection and then go expired. As a brief overview, down here we have palettes. So I have my Natasha Denona palettes, which again, definitely a bit more of like a collectible thing that I have. Obviously these are pretty expensive, but the quality of them is really, really beautiful. So definitely some of my favorite palettes. Out of all of them, this one is probably my favorite one. This is the Biba palette. Biba, I'm not too sure. But yeah, it's a really beautiful like neutral palette, and it's got a nice amount of like mattes and shimmers. I've also got a Tati Beauty palette back here. I've got Rachel's Revolution palette, a Madison Beer and Morphe, and then some single Makeup Geek shadows that are more colourful. Down this section, which you can't see as well, is face palettes. So I've got Charlotte Tilbury's and also a Jaclyn Hill Becca palette, which is obviously discontinued now. These containers I actually had made myself a few years ago, so I've made use of them in these drawers to organise different products. So these are kind of like a mishmash of both, but they're basically excess face products. So I've got a lot of like Laura Mercier primers, I've got a spare concealer in here, tinted moisturisers, a spare Too Faced Born This Way, which is one of my favourite foundations, and then I've also got like an e.l.f. Poreless primer. I've got some iconic London radiance boosters at the back, and again just some like Laura Mercier. So these are kind of like excess face products that aren't in my desk. This section is eyes, so anything that's like these mascara ones, for example, which I use when I've got lashes on, or I also use when I'm gelling my hair. These live here, and then I've also got like my Falscara products, which I really love when I've not got lashes on. I've got a brow gel here, the Brow Lift from Gosh, which is one of my favorites. It's more of like an affordable dupe for the Anastasia Brow Freeze. Mascara, like liners, things like that. So basically anything excess eye related. And then I have some cheek and face products here at the back. So KVD Vegan Beauty, an iconic, and then also Mitchell's blush. This one is in the shade Peach Sugar. And then I've got a couple of spare setting sprays at the back there too. And then obviously this is all compacts. This is organized in terms of face compacts, in terms of powders. So for example, this one is an Illamasqua, we've got a KVD, Charlotte Tilbury, Fenty, Laura Mercier, Holly's HMB. These are all spare face powders. I've got spare blushes here. So again, we've got Holly's HMB, a Fenty one, which I've not actually used yet. It's actually more of a highlighter, but I thought it'd be really pretty as a blush. And then again, some Charlotte Tilbury. Spare loose powders down here. I've got a really beautiful like glow powder from Natasha Denona here, which I like to use on my body sometimes, like as like a body glow. This is all then lashes. So the majority is Kiss lashes. They're literally my favorite. Obviously they're cruelty free, foaming, that kind of vibe. Also got some Jordana back here as well, which these are foaming as well. They actually look really pretty. I wish I'd kind of used them when I didn't have lashes on, but obviously when I've next not got lashes on, I will give these a go. But yeah, pretty much everything else is Kiss. We then come down to the second drawer, and this is all skincare. It's looking a little bit chaotic at the minute. I've tried my best to like organize it as well as I can. This section here is actually all like beauty tools. So I've got my New Face, oh my god, I can't remember what this is called, but my little device that I use with skincare sometimes. I've also got a roller here, which is in this bag, which is from Current Body. I actually really like this roller. It looks like so. I've then got some Foreo masks here for my UFO, so I keep quite a few of them here. I've also got some spare boxes on this side as well, because they very kindly like top me up with quite a few of these. And then I've got my Foreo like devices there that I use on a regular basis. This is all like spare skincare. So we've got some serums from Current Body, we've got the Fenty Fat Water, Paula's Choice, the BHA, some Drunk Elephant, basically like a whole mix of like serums and toners and stuff that aren't in like my bathroom cupboard. This section is all tanning products. So I've got some Sally Hansen, which is probably one of my favorite tanning products. It like dries down really well, and I feel like compared to a lot of instant tans, it doesn't transfer as much. I also really love the Fenty instant tan. This one is in agave spice. Got some Isle of Paradise face spray, some like Moroccan oil, body glow, that kind of thing. So basically anything tanning related is there. And then this section is body moisturizers. So I've got some Body Shop, Fenty Skin, a body cream by Rituals, which was a gift for Christmas that I really, really love. And then at the end, it's just things like brush cleaner, makeup wipes, some spare like Foreo devices that will probably go to like friends and family and that kind of thing. But yeah, this is basically all skincare. This drawer is then literally just for hair tools and hair pieces. So as a lot of you guys know, Lullabelle's is like my favorite for ponytails and hair pieces. So I have quite a few in their packaging here. I've also got like a loose one just floating down here. And then I also keep my hair gel in here for when I do slick hair. Straighteners, curlers, like that kind of thing. Like anything that's just like a little bit more difficult to store in, say, like the containers that is hair related goes in here. Down this side, I've obviously got some spare Dyson Airwrap barrels. I don't tend to use those as much anymore because I have the longer ones, which are better for my hair. I've got the Colour Wow Dream Coat, which is one of my favorites at the minute. Some GHD like heat protectants. I've got quite a few of those back here in this section as well. We've got some serums. This is from The Ordinary. I used this on my hair this morning just to like help keep it nice and healthy. I've got my glaze products back here, which I really love. This is the clear conditioning, which I just use on my hair like every so often. And then I also have the tinted version in Chocolate Gleam, which I use when my hair just needs a bit of like a top up in terms of the colour and I've not got an appointment at the hairdresser anytime soon. The bottom drawer is a bit of a boring one. It's literally just like makeup bags, like things that I use for travel or just to like, I don't know, take for like an overnight stay or whatever. That all lives in there. So that is everything in these drawers. We then have this section of the room, which is obviously my desk. This again is from IKEA. I picked out the chair underneath from, I think it's from Cult Furniture. It's like a black chair with like bronze legs. Yeah, you can kind of see it a little bit better there, but obviously I've got like gold handles on my wardrobes and quite a bit of like black throughout the like display shelves. So I thought like black and gold would be quite cute, and also because black obviously will keep a lot cleaner than white. I used to have a white like stool in my old bedroom at my mum and dad's, but it got dirty so quickly. It's kind of hard to see because obviously the light's coming in, but this is what things look like on the top. So I wanted to keep it really, really clear compared to my last desk setup. So I've got a speaker here from Bose, which I just have because I'm always listening to music when I'm getting ready. A spare all-nighter spray, obviously my mirror, and then my makeup brush like container here, which just has all of my brushes in that I use, and I picked it up from Amazon. It actually worked out really well as well because this desk comes with like this hole, which I'm guessing is for cables and stuff, because obviously most people would use this as like a working desk. And this has oh dear this has like a smaller part at the bottom, so it actually like literally slots in and covers that hole really nicely. And then my mirror is from Ricky. It is like a light up mirror, and they very kindly gifted it to me, which is why it's got my name on the bottom there. But I really, really love this mirror. It's a great size and it's great for travel as well. And then I have this little like hedgehog tray, which was actually from my mom. So one of them is on here, and I just put like clips or like little things in there, and then I've got some in the drawers as well. So this is what the drawer on the left looks like. It's actually quite bare, I guess, for me. I used to have a lot more lipsticks than what's in this now, but as you can see, this is where I store like the majority of, well, I say the majority, all of my lipsticks. I have this compartment here where I have lip liners, and I also keep like lip balms and like lip conditioners at the back as well. So yeah, all of my lip liners are in this section, and then these are literally all of my lipsticks, which is a lot smaller, as I said, than it used to be. The majority is Charlotte Tilbury. I've got a few Huda Beauty ones here. I've also got a Bite Beauty in like a really gorgeous red shade here. A little Fenty gloss, like that kind of thing. Very, very minimal in terms of like my lipstick collection. I mean, it might still be more than most for some. But yeah, this is my current favorite lipstick if anyone wants to know. It's Cover Star from Charlotte Tilbury. And then at the back I use this as a way to store glosses because obviously they're a little bit too tall to like stand up in the drawer. So I just lie these down here. And then over this side I have another one of these trays here for basically just like little tools, so like tweezers, scissors for when I want to cut lashes, a little pencil sharpener, that kind of thing. And then I have my little puffs down here from Tati Beauty. These are my favorite things to set my under eyes with. I'm so upset that she discontinued, well, she had to close down the brand, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, these are my favorite. They do go pretty well through the wash, so I just wash them from time to time in the washing machine. And then I also have a little beauty blender down here. All of these are face creams that I use on a more day-to-day basis. So I've got like a Neil's Yard one. This is the night cream. That's the day cream back there that I actually used on my skin today. This one is an Ulla Henriksen moisturizer, which I really love as well. And then we've got another little tray here which just has perfume samples on. So just like little mini testers, things that I can like throw in my handbag, like that kind of thing. This drawer is a little bit more jam-packed. So as you can see on this side, I've got my Dyson Airwrap. I kept it in this drawer because I didn't want to have it out like on the floor or on the side somewhere. I wanted to like store it away, but I do use it quite often and it's just kind of helpful to have everything there because obviously there's quite a few attachments for it. So that is on that side. This is then all of my like day-to-day products. So I've got a lot of skin products in here, like Charlotte Tilbury's Beautiful Skin Foundation, one of my favorites right now. We've got a lot of Charlotte Tilbury like Glowgasm. This is the Kylie palette that I use on a day-to-day basis. As you can see, it's very, oh, hello. It's very well loved. And then I've got some bigger compacts. So Charlotte Tilbury bronzer and also Rach's Revolution Glow Powder. I've got my Milk bronzer, which is again one of my favorites. My Super Goop Too Faced foundation, it's definitely one of my favorites. I mix this and the Charlotte Tilbury together a lot of the time. And then I've also got a tinted moisturizer down here for when I want something a little bit more natural. And then this is again just all things that I use on a more regular basis. So my Anastasia Brow Freeze, one of my favorites. I've got a brow powder duo here from Sigma, which I actually use to cover up my roots sometimes when I don't want to use like a root spray or something. I've got some Jordana pigments, one of my favorite eye products. These are really, really beautiful. This pigment from KVD, so gorgeous. I used this in a makeup video the other day that I'm not yet edited, but it will be coming soon. I've got a little quad from Charlotte Tilbury, a little mini Fenty powder, which just fits perfectly in there. And then these are blushes that I use on a more day-to-day basis. So this one is currently my favorite. It's the Too Faced I Will Always Love You Love Flush. I've got some bronzers at the back. Fenty is my most used, and then this highlighter right now is my favorite from Beauty Bay. It's in the shade Beam. Looks like so. Laura Mercier powder, my favorite. And then I've got all of my most used concealers. So Too Faced Born This Way, Holly's HMB Soft Focus Airbrush Concealer. I only tried this recently because Rach very kindly gave me a spare one that she had, and honestly such a beautiful formula. Like I really love it. So that's in there. We've got an Hourglass and another Too Faced at the bottom. So that's basically all my makeup in terms of like, yeah, my beauty products and makeup collection now. We then come over to this side of the room, which is the first block of shelves. And as I said, I wanted kind of like bigger sections at the top and bottom for boots with this, because one thing that I struggled to store previously was boots that are longer, because I feel like when I fold them over they just get, I mean you can see here where they've got quite creased and stuff and when they've been like folded over and put in a wardrobe. So at the bottom I've got two pairs of boots. I actually got these ones in Milan with Millie, like literally one of my favorite pairs of boots. They were from Pull & Bear. And then I've got another pair here that were from, I feel like they were from Miss Pat. And then I've got a pair of loops, which I just wanted to put out on display. I mean, a lot of this is more expensive pieces, which is why they're placed here, because they're things that I obviously saved money for, like purchased and really love. So I've got things here that were a little bit more pricey. These boots, actually, let me just quickly talk about, because obviously these are Louboutins as well. I actually got these brand new, so they're literally brand new boots. I'd wanted to purchase them for like a good 6 months, like as it was. Obviously they're quite expensive. I mean, I say quite expensive, they're really expensive, but I managed to find them on Lux Cheshire, which I'll put her art on the screen here on her, like for her Instagram. Managed to find them on Lux Cheshire for 50% off, brand new. Like you can see the bottom of the soles and stuff, like they've never been worn. They were my size, like to the exact size. They're a size 4.5. And when I saw them, I was like, do you know what? Like I've had my eye on these boots for the longest time, and the fact that they're 50% off, I feel like that's a sign. So I wanted to pick those up. And then as you can probably see in the back, I have the portrait that Mads and Rach got done for my birthday. Was it last year? It's either last year or the year before, but it actually fits really well in there. I am probably going to take it out and put it up on the wall here just so that you can actually see it a little bit better, because it's kind of hidden at the back there, but I've just not got around to actually putting it on the wall. And then these are my favorite trainers of all time. I get so much use out of these. I actually got them on StockX. I get quite a few questions on these on my Instagram because I do wear them a fair bit. But yeah, I really love these. They were quite an investment on StockX, but I'm so glad I bought them just because I do get so much use out of them, and they go with everything with them being black and white. We then have this section of my wardrobe, which is obviously the section that's hidden by doors. I think I mentioned this when I was talking through my wardrobes, but I wanted to make sure that I had some sections that were closed and some sections that were open, because obviously like this looks very like neat and aesthetic, like aesthetically pleasing. Yeah, it's obviously all very like black, white, neutrals, that kind of thing, whereas I've also got clothes that are like colourful and maybe don't look as nice. So yeah, I wanted to make sure that I could kind of like hide these clothes, I guess, if you want to say. Because obviously they don't look as neat. Like if all of this was open, I feel like it would all just look a bit mishmash. I like that I can put certain things here that kind of look good together, and it's like a space where I can like not design, but like put outfits together as well. And then this kind of has just bits that I still wear a lot, but obviously just don't look as good together as that, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I've got all sorts in here, like my misguided edit, still my proudest moment ever. Like I love this collection so much. I was so proud of it. So I've got things like that, House of CB top, and then I've got all of my kind of like smarter trousers in this first drawer. So things like cargo pants, jeans, leather pants. These were new that I picked up from Pull & Bear the other day. House of CB, like jeans. These that I picked up from ASOS that are like cut out trousers. And then yeah, these are more like joggers, kind of like loungewear, shorts, that kind of thing. And then at the very bottom I have skirts and more summer pieces, so things that are like, yeah, anything like that was from when I went to Ibiza last year, and it's more like summer holiday kind of things. And then these are all skirts. And then yeah, this is the other kind of like section of this wall here. So this has like some coats. I've got a new dress here from Club L, which I really love. The trench coat that I have from PLT, which I really like. My House of CB teddy coat, some longer dresses, some House of CB, and then another trench coat from Topshop. And then I've got more like biker boots and some long boots at the bottom here. Again, we've got some of my more like expensive like designer pieces here that I kind of wanted to put out on display, just because yeah, obviously they're all pieces that I was really excited to be able to purchase and feel very lucky that I was able to purchase. So I've got all of those here. And then I am, as I was saying, kind of tempted to put a light in here, seeing as it's got glass and you can see through. But I do really love this section of the wardrobe because yeah, again, I've kept this a little bit neater. This is mostly blazers in here. So I have like blazers, shirts, like more smarter pieces compared to what's in there. So that's all in that section. And again, I've tried not to keep this too like full or like overcrowded. So yeah, I've got a lot of blazers. One of my favorite blazers is actually from Primark, and it's this one here. I think I got it in a size 16, so it was quite oversized for me. But yeah, I really love this blazer. I get so many questions on it when I wear it, and it's from Primark. They've got so many gorgeous pieces at the minute. This little drawer is something I'm really glad that I got when I designed this wardrobe, because I never really had anywhere to store jewellery or like accessories or things like that. So I'm really glad that I put this in this wardrobe. It's just got like pieces of jewellery, necklaces, sunglasses, anything like that just goes in here. And these trays, like obviously it's all designed to fit perfectly, but they just come in so handy. Like if you're ever designing wardrobes on IKEA, I definitely recommend using these little trays, because it's things that you don't think about. Like I never really thought about before, like where I store my jewelry and stuff, but now they all have like a nice home, and like my necklaces don't get tangled. Like yeah, just it just works out a lot better. This is kind of a messy drawer, but I just have all of my like tops here that I don't hang, just because some things are more like kind of jersey tops, that kind of thing. So I have a lot of like smaller like crop tops in here. And then this, oh my god, this is actually very messy. I probably should have like tidied this drawer up a bit before I opened it, but this is all gym wear, so quite like a big drawer of like gym sets and stuff. I mean, a lot of it is Gymshark. I've got some Bow and Tea in here. I've also got some socks down here for when I go riding, which I've not had any riding lessons for a while. I definitely want to get back into it this year, but obviously everything's been super busy with the move. And then that bottom drawer is currently empty, so there's some space to add some bits in there. So that is everything in terms of like my wardrobe room and how I've organized things, my makeup and stuff as well. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Big thank you to ARIGHI BIANCHI for working with me on this video as well. As I said, all of the information to them will be down below. Yeah, I'm gonna get going. I hope you're all having a lovely week, and I will see you guys in the next video.